Hello friends, welcome back. This is episode 139. We are here in, what is this place called? Where's the map? The Fallen Hall. And let us confront Saturnin, if this is indeed Saturnin. Or is it just Tuatha Overlord? Yeah, I think I'm right. She's not a warrior, but she's got some good fire spells. Alright, let's do Feyblade with Feyblade. Show them how it's done. See, I'm hitting dodge at time, it's just not going off because I'm in the middle of an animation, I guess. Dodge through him. Little orbs to kill him. What not meant to do? Which one is 0? 8. That's 0. 0's kind of hard to hit, actually. Maybe I should make that 9. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. So... was that the guy she saw?
And now, we must confront Saturnin.
I guess not. I guess it was just a mini boss, like a sergeant. Alright. Let's see if Saturnin's over here. Ali Ali Oxenfree. Yeah, it's like so little damage. The last hit was a little bit, but I need to get some of the skills that upgrade Beyblade damage for sure. And give us the special attacks too, at least some of them. The priest. And there's a shrine behind here after we grab this chest. I think maybe any that are like 100% chance I'll do, whether it's lockpicking or dispelling. Oh, interesting. So higher chance to critical hit with magic and higher crit damage, which is cool, but definitely not as good as the one we currently have. I'll take the guaranteed damage any day of the week. Back to the good old Beyblades. Chakrams. Maybe by the end of this game I'll get them right. So I see that shield there, but I think it's actually my ally shield. You can shoot out of it, just not to do it. Alright, a little bit of overkill there, but there's no kill like overkill, right? I see a chest or something over here. A pile of rocks. Alright, Saturnin, if that's who you are.
Oh, this is splendid. I was worried I would have nothing left to see to after I slaughtered these wretches.
Knew it. His name is Mircir, carried by a vow, and not Saturnin. Come, Saturnin, this ends here.
You are mistaken, little one. I am not Saturnin. Though I can see where you might have made such a mistake. Even I have not seen his face. But I have heard his voice, and the orders it carries. And that is enough. Now, let us fight.
Forward to it.
I originally believed, but my master has given me instructions to spare you. Saturnin has a message for you to deliver to your master. This war is over. Soon the sorrows will belong to the Tuatha.
So he's... yeah, is he shadow walking?
I can scarcely believe it. All this death, all this destruction, and we have nothing to show for it. No Saturnin, no safety. The Weeping King left the world with good cause. For all that is left of the House of Sorrows is ruin.
Yeah, definitely a depressing existence for these people. Seems to be one source of misery after another. Also, apologies for the audio issues. I guess I clicked off the screen without realizing it. What do we do now?
We must return to Bizring with this news. He will want to know what has happened here.
Okay, I'm kind of glad this is not the last leg of the quest, though. It seemed like it was going to be, but now we can return to him, and I guess the identity of Saturnin still remains a mystery, at least for now. What do we have here? A skeleton with some green gloves, and another skeleton with some shadow prisms, and sea flux. Good old sea flux. And a chest. Alright, well, there's no shortcut out of the cave, but I suppose it's not, yeah, I won't force this. I suppose it's not too far to run. That's what we'll do, and you'll have to go do some salvaging or something. Since our inventory is almost full. The shards stack, of course, or go into their own little pocket, I guess. Sage crafting pouch, which is good. Otherwise, it would really clutter up your inventory. One thing that's really annoying is that when you're looking at your components, they're not sorted or sortable as far as I can tell. I'm sure there's some order to them. Maybe the order you got them, maybe it's, I don't know, something else I can't figure out. But if there's a sort command, I just didn't see it. Which is really annoying, because that means that in order to find out how many I had to find out the name of the component I wanted to look at. So I have to like go into the crafting menu, start crafting a piece of gear. Like say I wanted to know, oh, which rivet's the one that has all the help in it, and how many of it do I have? I have to go, what are you doing here? Oh, it's just one of the rebels who survived. I'm glad somebody did. That's cool. What does she have to say?
I thought nothing would stop them.
I'm glad we saved at least one person. So there's at least 4 of us in the house left. Assuming one of us is not Saturnin. Maybe I'm Saturnin. Surprise. But so I have to like go into the crafting menu, start crafting something that has rivets in it, find out the name of the rivet I wanted, and then go back into the component case of like 250 components, which are all mixed together in one pocket in no discernible order. Can we quick travel? I think we can quick travel. Yeah, let's do that. And then just like scroll through until I see the name of the one I want, and then I know how many I had. So that would be one minor criticism with the crafting system, is make a way to sort through all your components. Or at least have different pockets for different things. They do have different icons, which was nice. That did speed things up a little bit, thankfully. But not the same as being able to sort. Looks like we got all of our orbs back. Maybe they just come back whenever we transition areas.
Speak, Saturnin. This latest wound he has dealt
Level up.
may be fatal. He need only for us to succumb, and then he can find these sorrows. So that is what we will deny him. Let our losses harden our resolve. Where once we sought victory, we shall now seek attrition.
That's right. They did talk about sorrows as like a physical thing or something that he's after. And I guess he has to kill all of us to get to them, which is probably good. Like, I'm glad he made me an actual member of the House of Sorrows, because I don't think I'm going to die. At least, I hope not. What are the sorrows?
Fae are the embodiment of magic. When a delver takes the burden of winter from a fae, those burdens are in the form of magic. Over centuries, these magics have been collected, contained in a secret location. The sorrows that Saturnin seeks.
And I suppose that would make him and the Tuatha he serves a lot more powerful. Why does he want the sorrows?
It is a difficult magic for a mortal mind to grasp, but the accumulation of centuries of sorrows is a fearsome weapon indeed. The burden of a single lifetime of sorrows can be debilitating. Their impact can instill madness or drive a life to end itself.
Yeah, I could see that.
Saturnin would hold a millennium of sorrows. With them, he could obliterate an army's morale and send them from victory to bedlam.
Guess that gives a whole new meaning to psychological warfare. So how do we find the sorrows?
Their location is an ancient secret. Only 2 Fae, the eldest, know. They left the house centuries ago to reside in Amalur. The way to them is blocked by the Great Scale, a mighty spell which you must bypass. That alone will open your path to the eldest.
Interesting.
You must kill beasts on the pans of the scale. Death is the only weight it will bear.
This sounds like it could be a cool quest. And we get to meet the eldest, like the oldest Fae. Is there like one from the Summer Court and one from the Winter Court? Kind of reminds me of the meeting with the Great Tree much earlier on in the game. What else do you know of the Sorrows?
The Sorrows are an accumulation of the destructive magic that the house has siphoned from the Winter Fae over centuries of existence. The Delvers of the house did this to enable the Winter Fae to create the Court of Winter. But knowledge of the art and the Sorrows' location are lost. Still, the Sorrows represent a monstrous collection of magical energy. We must deny Saturnin access to it.
I wonder if his forces will be there too, trying to find the eldest. I feel like that would be the natural next step for him. Why are there two Sorrows menus? Anything else on Sorrows?
I have told you of the burden that every Winter Fae carries from their birth. We are to embody death and decay in our very essence. For centuries, the Delvers of the House of Sorrows have been harvesting this essence from their Winter brethren to relieve them of this burden. This amalgam of magic and emotion was collected and concentrated into a single powerful source, the Sorrows. And Saturnin wishes to turn that magic on the mortal armies.
Alright, I think we understand. I'm still amazed by how much voice acting there is in this game. Like, this is so much voice acting. It's very impressive. Okay, we already know why we need them, so let's get out of here. Okay. And we'll level up and then we'll do some salvaging. So we can do training for most of these guys. So it's kind of like, do I want stealth or sagecraft or mercantile? I don't know if there's any more sagecraft trainers. If there are, I probably need at least 6 anyway. So let's do this just in case I need to make like a pristine quality gem for a staff or something. I keep talking about it so much, I almost have to make a staff at some point. And we do need to put more points into sorcery, unfortunately. So everything is maxed out, just triple checking. Oh, I guess we can use health. That would be good. Let's put them into health. That's one that's actually useful. And then we'll spend 4 more points on maybe staff mastery. I could see that being potentially useful. And we're still a few points away from Archmage. It's really annoying they make it 109, which is not a multiple of 3. So like, we'll get to 108 and then we'll just be like, oh no, not quite enough. Should have made it 108 or 111 or something. Preferably 108. All right, is there a merchant or anything here? No, there is not. So let's leave and then we'll probably head back to Melsenshire. Where are you going? And then we can do some salvaging there. I hear the orbs. Oh, I was going to say before that I wonder where the Delvers have been putting the more recent sorrows. Like clearly they don't remember where the actual like store of the hundreds and hundreds of years of sorrows are. So I guess Tybreath is putting them somewhere else, but there's probably not enough wherever she's putting them for it to really be a threat. Oh, okay, so Amalur is way down there in the south of Clericon. We still have 2 more areas to go. So we'll continue that one in a bit. And the main quest as well. Where is the armory? It's to the right.
Hail, warrior.
I should know this by now because I'm always going this way, not the other way. I don't think there's much the other direction. Maybe a healer or something. I'm not even 100% sure I've been that way. Alright, let's go ahead and salvage a bunch of stuff here. I saw this grip or something. Oh, I do want to do... I saw he gave me like the Robe of Sorrows. Let's check that out. Good old Lucky Sulky Veil from much earlier in the game. It's even now, it's actually still pretty good. I guess 50% chance to steal 1 mana is not that good, but plus 10% chance to steal mana. I don't know, is that like just to this bonus, or is it across the board? Hopefully across the board. And then like to any other effect you already have, like our Fey Blades, and then minus 10% mana cost. That's not bad. All right, Robes of Sorrow. So it's a set bonus. Okay. Have we been receiving like Gloves of Sorrow and all from part of this? We have not. I wonder, like, are there 3 more quests for 3 more gear pieces? It doesn't seem like it. So actually, that's a pretty good robe for sorcerers. Health regens. I mean, that's nice to have outside of battle. I wouldn't hate having that. But you get plus 15% elemental damage, plus 2 to all sorcery abilities, which does increase their damage. Or at least, I think it maxes at 7 in most cases, so it would go from 6 to 7 as opposed to 6 to 8. And some elemental resistance. The Weeping King's followers enlisted these relics in their crusade against the despair, threatening to overwhelm the House of Sorrows. That being said, well, this would be a really nice bonus for like 1 piece of gear, or like for the robe itself. I might even be tempted to wear it, or do the math on it. As a whole set bonus, compared to what we have on all of our gear, there's no way I would change that out. Does it look cool? It actually, I think if we had the full set, it kind of would. But we'll stick with the Robes of Rathir. It's more our style anyway. Okay, back to some quick salvaging. Don't think there's anything here that I need to be careful not to salvage, so we'll just go through all of it. And then maybe get something that I can use when making a staff, or any other weapon we might make. There's a little part of me that wants to like respec and do the whole quest line for the finesse faction. I guess the Travelers. Like I said, if you guys really want to see it, let me know. But I might come back and play this game and do it at some point. But there are just so many other games I want to play, and we're like 130 episodes in at this point. I kind of am just ready to get this, not get this over with. Like I'm still enjoying the game a lot. I don't want it to end yet, but I also don't want to like drag it out to the point where I'm like, you know, playing this forever and start to get tired of it. I want to kind of end things before I reach that point while I'm still enjoying the game. So let's head back here, and then we'll head south. Because once I'm done this, all right, a little bit of a sneak preview of what I'm currently planning. So I'm recording this at the start of November 2024, which I know I'm sure you guys are watching it months from now at least. Just because I'm way behind in uploads. In part because it takes a little bit, and in part just because I don't want to like upload them all at once. I did that to Let's Play a long time ago, and 1, it didn't get that many views, and then 2, I was then out of videos to post, so I never know when I'll get busy with stuff in real life. So I think it's better to kind of just space them out like 1 every 2 days or so. It's a thresh. Interrupted me before I can interrupt him. There we go. Fire damage, some frost damage. And let's follow up with some nice flaming Fey Blades. Try saying that 5 times fast. I like the final attack of that, how you like dodge backwards. Makes sense for a mage, but can be detrimental sometimes. I guess it could be good to use that and then use like a long range fire attack. That could be a good combo. Alright, into the new area we go, and I think we just have, yeah, really these 2 quests, the Eldest and Echoes of the Past. Not sure which we'll do first. Alright, so my plan, once I'm done this game, oh, that's what I was saying. So, Dragon Age Veilguard just came out, and Dragon Age is probably my favorite series of all time, I guess, unless you include Pokemon, but that's a very different game series. Oh, a bear. It's cool there's still bears, and it makes sense. Even in this ravaged land, there's still going to be wildlife. Sorry, Mr. Bear. So Dragon Age Veilguard just came out. Obviously, I have a lot of Dragon Age videos on my channel. So if you guys haven't played the original games or just want to refresh everything, I have full Let's Plays of all the games, including I think all the DLC. Yeah, I should have all the DLC and the expansion to the first game. The only one that has like a true expansion are all up there. So there's Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Inquisition. But I'm kind of it's been a while since I played any Dragon Age game. Inquisition being the most recent. All right, hold that thought.
Hail, adventurer. I am Brun the Bard, spinner of stories, seeker of adventure. Allow me to welcome you to the Caelid Coast, haven to the wise and wicked.
Thank
These
you.
brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies. They escorted me all the way from Melsenshir to these verdant lands. Alas, our journey together has come to an end. But there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey shall be far less exciting without this storyteller at hand.
He is standing very close to me. Oh, he has a shop. Let's see what he has here. Some weapons that I probably could have bought and salvaged for stuff, but no regrets because I wanted to respec before I came down here. Some cool gems, some recipes. I did buy, I think it was the greater damage potion, just because I figured, I mean, I could just look it up. I did just look it up, but I was like, well, this is really cheap to look it up, so let me buy it so I can do it in-game, which saved a lot of time from experimenting, which would have taken forever, I think. We should probably repair our stuff. Now that I look at this. Don't need these. That's from when I was not wearing any clothes. I don't think I need any of these. Let's sell them too. Alright, good enough. What do you know of the Alfar army?
The wonderful gentlemen and ladies of the Alfar armies have been kind enough to act as my loyal escorts. All the way from Melsenshir, and before that, Erethel. Without these good hearty folk, I never would have survived. The voyage across the sea would have been enough to sink my spirits.
So where are they? What can you tell me of the Caelid Coast?
This lush land was once the royal domain of two great Alfar families, the Ancillas and the Gastirs, the most powerful of bloodlines and the most bitter of enemies. For centuries, the two houses warred over the coast. So enamored were they with each other that they blinded themselves to the real threat. And so the Bolgan came and conquered.
The Bolgan.
The houses fell before them. One might say they were toppled by their pride.
And the Bolgan are like big troll things, right? So what do you do, Brun?
A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastia Court, I know all the tales of the Caelid Coast, of how this great land rose and fell, and became what it is now. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands, spinning stories of times long since past.
Interesting. So he's like a walking lore stone? That could be cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'd like to hear your stories.
I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Let us proceed. The first stop on our tour begins across the bridge behind me. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our enemies. If you can clear the area of them, I will follow and join you.
Okay, interesting little quest here. I
Goodbye.
guess we just kind of walk from area to area with him, clear the enemies, and learn a bit about the lore of this place. There's also an actual lore stone over here. That's kind of cool, though. I like that. So before he starts talking, well, okay. We're almost at the lore stone. Let's grab that first, and I'll get back to what I was saying in a little bit.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Fey Hunter.
Probably shouldn't have bothered with the lizard there. Alright, so as I was saying, meet allies. Okay, what quests are these for? Clear the Bolgan camp. Meet. Okay, that's the main quest. Gotcha. Let's make this my main quest for now. And I thought he said meet on the bridge, though, didn't he? Maybe it's a different bridge. Oh, okay, up here. Yeah, so to sort of refresh my memory of Dragon Age, to get back into like the setting and the lore and everything, I decided what I'm going to do is do another playthrough of Inquisition, which is something I've been kind of thinking about doing for a long time. So this is not a new idea, but I kind of figured when Veilguard came out, or when it was close to coming out, I would play Inquisition again as like a totally different build, probably a warrior this time, maybe a Quinari, and I went the wrong way. Hang tight, guys. I'll be back.
The Tuatha are on the run. Good work. Plus, it's much more pleasant here without Gadflow bellowing at me from all corners. But enough pleasantry. Are you prepared for your reunion with Ventrinio?
I wish I could say not yet. Like, I really didn't want to do this quest until after I did the exploring of the area, at least. What are you talking about?
The notes we got from Octien say that you were employed as Ventrinio's assistant in his secret laboratory. You were with him in Alabastra when you died, but the notes weren't clear on what happened. I'm sure the two of you have so much catching up to do.
What is up with my eyelids? They're like right through the middle of my eyes. And I did know and remember that. I was just seeing if how she knew, or if she was going to explain that a little bit. Good as a recap, though. He'll answer for my death. I don't know if I want him to answer for my death. It sounds like he's been doing a bunch of like evil experiments. I'm a little bit more concerned about that.
Just make sure he lives long enough to get us into Alabastra. Once that's done, it's none of my business.
Can I walk away for now?
I believe our new friend has a disturbing path of living shadow to offer you.
Okay, we'll talk to him in a little bit, but you guys chill for now. So yeah, as I've been thinking of doing for a long time, I'll do another playthrough of Inquisition, but this time instead of doing like a full Let's Play, I'm going to do just a main quest Let's Play. So I'll only record the actual main quest line. Kind of like I do with my Pokemon Boss Battle series. Sort of the Dragon Age equivalent, I guess. So that's nice too, because it'll give me a game I can kind of play on my own time. Just when I'm like sitting in the living room and not here, don't feel like talking. I can just do all the other stuff in Inquisition. There's no reason to make a second Let's Play of the same game when I already have one up there. But I feel like it'll be nice to have to share anyway, because if you're somebody like me who just hasn't played the game in a while, or maybe you want to play Veilguard, but have never played a Dragon Age game and don't know anything about the lore, I feel like just watching the main quest line only of Inquisition could be a really good way to get into it. And Inquisition especially is, from what little I know about Veilguard, the plot of Inquisition ties more directly into Veilguard than the other games tied into each other. Like, they're all connected. They're all part of the same kind of world and the same themes and enemies and stuff. But it almost seems like not quite a part 1 and part 2 sort of thing, but a little bit closer towards that than like games 1 and 2 were, for example. More Bolgan. And then once I do that, I will do a full Veilguard Let's Play, of course. But that way it can get me back into it, it can get people who are in the channel back into it, maybe even bring some new people to the channel as well. So yeah, that's my plan. I want to finish Amalur, I want to give it its due, I'm not going to like rush things, I'm not going to skip the DLC, because I want to make sure I enjoy the rest of this game, and I am enjoying it a lot. But I also want to move on to other games, because I've been playing this for the majority of 2024 now, like 8 months on and off. And I think it's time I get on to some more games. And there are plenty more games after that I want to play, so one thing at a time. Very hard, okay. Can we do it? Yes, we can. All that for White Gear. Yeah, they gotta fix the loot system in this game. If they ever do like a re-reckoning, that would be nice.
The Tuatha have forced their war upon us. They eagerly cut through mortal flesh and mortal bone, and as a reminder of their butchery, they display these mortal corpses throughout the land, turning sanctity into putrescence. The bodies remain on our ground and on our gallows tree, bloated and corrupt.
It's nice too that Meteor like slows them down. Like if it wasn't already overpowered, the fact that it kind of slows down time so they can't really attack you or interrupt you. I mean, it feels really good, but it does make it even stronger. Like if it was a regular spell that could be interrupted more easily, it'd be a different story.
Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Caelid Coast, even the soldiers.
All right, Brun, tell me a story.
It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years ago, the rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of Gorn Akri. It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Erengastir, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead.
I like the story so far. Interesting setup here. Almost reminds me of like, I don't know, Game of Thrones or something.
Goodbye.
So it's not just like random lore. I mean, I guess it's just like random lore, but hopefully it ties into like other quests and things in this area. And there is a quest giver up here, it seems. I also like how there aren't like a bazillion side quests like some of the earlier areas in the game. That could have just been in part because like the development cycle at this point in the development, they might have been like rushing the ending a little bit. That happens a lot with games sometimes. Sometimes way too much. Like, Knights of the Old Republic 2 could have been much more epic if they had given it a little more time. I always wonder why developers don't do like, you know, get into the game, get developing it, and then like do the ending halfway through development and not like the very last thing. Like, don't go in chronological order. And maybe they do. I don't know. Not a game dev. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I think this is probably a good time to take a little break. So when we come back, we'll pick up this quest and continue our other quest and hopefully get back to the other faction and main quest soon. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. I'll see you again soon.